It's been a crazy experience, and just getting to the top 24 is something I'm so grateful for, and um, it's hard to believe it right now. It just happened, so I'm like still reeling from it. Working with Alicia Keys has been such a crazy, great experience. It's like she's one of the biggest artists in the world, and she's so talented. She's such a great singer and a pianist. It's been crazy. Sometimes I forget that I like know her, and so like I like see her videos, and I'm like, oh, Alicia Keys, that's so great. And then I'm like, wait, I was just with her an hour ago, and it's like it's crazy. It's really crazy. I don't think it's hit me yet. I think I'm still in shock, even from Blinds, and that was a while ago. So just like, I'm still in shock. Yeah, Alicia lets me. She just when we were doing New York State of Mind, I was explaining that I really wanted to show a different side of artistry because I play guitar for the first two songs, and I was like, what if I just like stood up and sang this? And she was like, well, how do you do it in your shows? And I was like, well, I play the piano. And she was like, okay, we should try that too. So just her allowing me to just like branch out and be this like versatile artist, that means the world to me because it's kind of like she's saying like, hey, I respect you and what you want to do, and I'm here to like help you just like grow these talents into something bigger. And so just her support and just everything, she gives like these little pieces of advice. She told me even when I'm feeling nervous to just smile sometimes. If you can force a smile, then the rest of it will come naturally, and you'll just open up. And I didn't know how true it was until we were in rehearsals at some point, and I was just like, all right, let's just try it, and it worked. And I was like, she knows what she is talking about. I'm really excited about just figuring out what my next song is gonna be, um, and just okay. I'm nervous because I don't usually forget the words, but I have been known to on quite a few occasions. So this is kind of like this is live television. You have to do it right. You get this one shot to do it. You better do it right. You better know your song. Even it's gonna be a shorter cut of a song, so that's gonna make it even more defeating if I go up there and forget the words for a song that lasts like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and you're gonna be like, oh darn it, you had 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get it right this time, and you did not. I was freaking out yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna forget the words. I had pretty much decided I was gonna forget the words. I was like, Britton, you're gonna forget the words, and I didn't. But I was like, this is gonna happen, and you're just gonna have to deal with it and run with it. So yeah, I'm a nervous person. So my excitedness will turn into nervousness very very fast. It's a lot of nerves, but I am excited. Like just like being here right now, even just making it two blinds and not even making it past blinds, I would still be so excited and so grateful for the experience. But just being here right now in the top 24 out of however many tens of thousands of people audition for this season, for somebody that always is in constant need of reassurance, this is like the ultimate reassurance and confidence booster that you can ever get. So I'm just excited to be here. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I'm sure if I sit and think about it long enough, I can come up with specific things. But overall, I'm just really excited to be here. Performing on stage is like the biggest thrill and rush, and like yeah, it's a big thrill and it's a big rush, but it's also very like soothing at the same time. So it's not like I'm all like jittery and like nervous and stuff. It's just kind of like it's where I want to be. It's where I feel like most at home, where I like belong. So it's very calming and soothing feeling. But it's like when you hear like I don't get that kind of attention at home. So when you have like 500 people screaming for you or whatever, it's kind of like this is a very nice feeling. Hey Raleigh, it is Britton Buchanan from Sanford, North Carolina. Thank you so much for your support, and be sure to keep watching.
Yes, finding out that I'm on the top 24 is really mind blowing because I went to the last open call in St. Louis for The Voice. And so I saw all the people lined up, and they said that St. Louis was the smallest location. And here I am just waiting for my little red ticket. And so now I'm going to be on the live playoffs. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it was like the same time frame, I'm doing all of this, and all these people, and here is 24. So yeah. But yeah, Alicia's always just encouraging me to do the little unique things. And so I will have a tendency to draw back and make something straighter because I'm trying to be respectful of a song. And Alicia's like, no, girl, sing it how you want to sing it. Sing what's on your heart. And so she's really having me come out of my shell like that. For me, knowing that this is a competition, I feel like is the hardest part for me because this is my first time really doing anything with music, and so to think of like strategies and stuff it's also foreign to me. And so every time I get on stage to sing, I just say, you know what, I'm going to sing this to the best of my ability. I'm going to put everything in it vocally and emotionally and leave it out on the stage, and it's been working so far. And so hopefully I'll pick up some little nuggets of wisdom as I go along, but that's what's been working so far. Having made it this far, I know that I really need to work on, honing in on who I am as an artist. And so what does that sound like? What does that look like? And how can I, let my fans know more about me musically? And so that's what I have to do from here on out. The thing that I'm most excited about is, one, being back with Alicia Keys and learning so much from her. We'll have more time together to cultivate this art. And so that's one thing that I'm so excited about. Another thing is just being out on the stage again and showing America, my heart. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be sitting here saying that I'm top 24 after standing in that line for hours in St. Louis. I really couldn't believe it. I was so overwhelmed. And at one point I was in line. I'm like, what am I even doing here? Like, there's so many people here. What are the odds? And like, here I am. So the odds are pretty good.
Being in the top 24, I think I had to pinch myself. I still am amazed that I'm here standing, and really every single day I just keep continuing seeing my dreams come alive, and I just can't believe that I'm here. I feel so fortunate, and I can honestly say I'm with an amazing group of people. I actually have yet to work with Alicia. I've been bounced around this will be my third team that I've joined on. So I was first with Kelly Clarkson, and then I was with Adam, and so I'll be working with Alicia once the live show playoffs start. So I have yet to work with her, and I'm so excited. I've heard amazing things about her, and I feel like she really understands my voice, and the two of us are gonna click and work well. Working with Kelly Clarkson was incredible. She's so rambunctious, she's so spunky, and I really like to work with people that have a positive, amazing energy, and she's the perfect example of someone like that. And she gave great advice. She's an incredible singer. She's a powerhouse singer. And for me, every time someone says who I sound like, they actually always say Kelly Clarkson. And so to be able to work with someone like that, her being able to sing back to me what she wants me to do, it's like you pause in the room saying, Kelly Clarkson just sang to me. So it was really just eye-opening, and I was like a sponge. I wanted to take in everything that she taught me. Adam's an incredible arranger. One thing that I really noticed working with him is that he wanted to make sure that the music complemented my style. He really understood my voice, and he wanted to make sure that the music complemented it well. And so I feel like he's got an amazing ear. He knows what it's like to be in this industry, and he's been on the show since the beginning. So he knows what works well. And so, to be in his presence and watch how he works to make me sound the best way that I possibly can was amazing. I mean, I was shocked that he was willing to change it for me. I think one thing surprising about the experience is how loving and welcome everyone contestant-wise is here. I mean, you get nervous. You realize that you are going up against these people, but there's so much love and support, and every single one of us, we've been doing this our entire lives. Music is what we eat, breathe, and sleep. And so, what's the point in tearing each other down? It's better to lift each other up. And I've just sensed an amazing sense of community here. And that's one thing that's been the biggest pleasant surprise. You know, I definitely never thought I would be here. This is something that you kind of dream about in the distance. You go, oh, it would be cool to be on The Voice. But you never actually expect yourself to be here, top 24, after blind, battle, and knockout, to still be standing here. And so going into the playoffs, I want to really work with Alicia Keys and see what she thinks I should do as an artist, because I've been a rock artist since I entered college, and I'm still trying to find my sound, so I don't really know where I land yet on the spectrum of genres. So I'm just excited to work with Alicia and have her give me input on how I can better myself, better my artistry, and I want to just continue to, I don't know, I want to take the house down every single performance. That's my goal. I'm definitely the type of person to live in the moment. Yes, you can sit there and think about what's your future going to look like on this show, but for me, every single performance could be your last performance. And so I have to take it, you know, piece by piece and bit by bit, and just understand that what I give on the stage has to be my all, has to be, you know, 180% of everything that I give. And so I definitely take it performance by performance, and I get in the zone right beforehand, and just something magical happens when I'm on stage, and that's all I can explain. My biggest takeaway so far here at The Voice has been to be honest with yourself, understand who you are, and really dive into these songs, because the only way that these coaches are going to feel something is if you feel something. And there's no other way you can convey that other than just being present, being honest with who you are, and taking the time to really think about why we're here, why we're singing these songs, and what the future means for us by being here. Hey Boston, hope you're staying warm out there in the winter. I just want to say I love you guys. I'm so happy to be on this show and represent Boston and Berklee College of Music. Woo! Hey San Diego, it's Jackie Foster from Poway. I just want to thank you guys so much for continuing to watch The Voice. I'm so happy that I'm a San Diego native, and I love you guys. Please keep watching. Please keep voting. Thanks so much.
Out of the tens and thousands of people that auditioned for this show, I am part of the top 24, and I think it's the greatest accomplishment I've ever had thus far in my life, because I still haven't had kids, so. Working with my coach, Alicia, is so intimate. She makes it feel comfortable. She makes it feel like we're home, like, relax, like, what's up, what you trying to do, you know what I mean? And her voice is so soothing. I don't think she realizes, because she's so humble, I don't think she realizes how she just changes the flow of the room when she walks in. So, like, even if I walk into a room that she's in, there's something just, like, changes. She has a strong presence that just soothes me, so it's very soothing to work with her. She gets me. She gets me because, you know, for example, in the last song, Alicia gave me, she said, put a Spanish lyric in there, and because she knew that if I threw some Spanish in there, I was going to feel like myself. And I feel like she just knows that it's important for me to be myself when I'm singing. And vocally, I think that's something that helps me so much. So she allows me to be me, and that's what helps me vocally, for sure. So the next stage of the competition is live playoffs, which is going to be so insane. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be people voting already. America's really going to know who I am. My story's going to be out there, and I'm coming back to the stage full throttle. I'm so excited that it's live, and I'm also excited that I'm going to be working with Alicia one-on-one. This is no longer sharing my time with her. This is me just like mooching off of all of that good advice and just like all those good vibes. And it's just gonna be great to be able to work with her by myself and really hear what she thinks of me without, you know, having to compare me to somebody else. Just like telling me like, I think this is great, or I think you should change this. I can't wait for that moment where I'm just by myself with her and we could really vibe out and think of how we're gonna go through this round. I think the least thing that I'm excited about is that three people from my team are leaving, and I really don't want to be none of those people. But but it's 3 people that you already grew close to, so that's a big thing for me. I'm big on connections, and I'm big on love, and I'm big on sharing, good vibes. And when one is just yanked away, it's just like it hurts. So but I don't want to be the yanked one, and I don't want to see nobody be yanked. So maybe I should live in a fantasy world, maybe? I don't know. I think it's amazing that just by itself, my journey here has been so diverse, has been so versatile. Like, I went from singing a Spanish salsa anthem song to singing a very hip, sexy, cool, upbeat song to singing this super powerful, super serious, and big song. So it's like, and each one has been big. So I'm glad that they appreciate and that they allow me to be as big as I can be here and give my all every single time. So I think, I think the strategy for me would be just like to show people that I can do whatever you throw at me. Like, I can hit the curveballs, I can do Mark, I can do Bruno, I can do Sia, I can do whatever you throw at me. And I have a beautiful band behind me that's so amazing to help me do it, to help me make it happen. So it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. There's so many, but I think the one thing is, and I keep mentioning it because it's very important for me. I'm in Washington Heights, where I live. It's all Dominicans, it's all Latino, and that's what I'm used to. I have not broken out of that. I have no Asian friends. I have no black friends. I have one black friend and barely any white friends. So it's like I don't go downtown that much. So I'm multicultural ever since I came here. Now I get to experience different cultures outside of my own. And I was in this bubble for so long, and I wasn't enjoying everything that I'm able to enjoy when I go to see Megan, or to chill with DR, or to hang out with Shireen or Tish. And it's great, it's great. It's amazing to be able to share culture, because we're all so different, but we're all the same at the same time. So when I perform, it feels like, I say this and I know it's corny, but I feel like I'm flying. I close my eyes and I feel like I'm soaring. That's why when I sing, I hold these notes for so long, because it feels good just to soar for that one moment. It feels good to be able to just like bolt into the air, and just, that's what I picture when I'm singing. When I'm singing, I'm doing the dives, I'm coming in and out, and that's what I want everybody to feel. I want everybody to feel this smooth roller coaster that's just like so scary, but it's beautiful at the same time. And they come off and just be like, yes. Like, that's what I visualize, and that's how I feel when I'm singing.
To make it this far in the show, knowing that so many thousands of people made it and I'm literally like top 24 is insane. I was actually just talking to my friend about it. Like, 24, that's 24. That's it. Like, and to make it this far, it's like incredible. I didn't really have a strategy per se. I definitely wanted to make sure that I was present in the moment. I was trying to make sure that I was singing with emotion and just making sure that I get the message of the song across so that whoever in the audience needs to receive it receives the actual message that Andre Day intended with this song. So I just really wanted to do the song justice and do the message because it's such a strong message. I wanted to make sure that I did that justice. So it was insane when to be completely honest, I was banking on like a steal or a save. I didn't think I was going to win the battle, and not because I didn't think I was good enough or anything like that, but well, partly because my rehearsals weren't good at all. So I was just like, I just felt really like down. And I'm like, I just want to make sure that I do a really good job. Like, I just want to actually be proud of this performance. That's what my real main goal was going into it. And then hearing her, like, she's incredible. Like, the notes that she can hit and the controls, she just has a beautiful voice. So I'm like, I don't know, Kels, just hopefully you get a save or a steal. And for Alicia to call my name, my jaw dropped. I was just like in shock. Like, I cannot believe that she still wants me on her team. I just went against Shireen, and I considered her like the best person on our team, like vocally. But I'm just like, what? I can't believe it. And then when I walked up to Alicia, she was like, see, I told you, just feel the song and you're going to get it out. Like, you listened to me. I was like, yes, I did. I'm so glad. Like, it was incredible. I think that it was a tough battle. I think we both put our best foot forward in that performance, and probably made it even harder on Alicia. But like Adam was the first one to speak after we performed, and as soon as he said, well, I got a steal, and then he was like, and I'm gonna use it, and me and her were just like, whew, finally, like, we know, because we really just wanted each other both to go on. Like, both of us are talented enough to make the top 24, so we just both really wanted just to make it to the next round, whether or not we're on Alicia's team. Obviously, I wanted to stay on Alicia's team, but if I didn't, I was okay with that. I just wanted to still be in this competition, still be on The Voice. Because I know, of course, I love Alicia and I love being on her team, but I know I can learn something from every coach there. So, and I'm sure Shireen has the same attitude towards it. So I was just really happy that both of us are still here. And obviously that I won, like, that was just a huge confidence booster. So I was really excited about that. Coming back for lives, I'm really excited for the fast pace. I know they're telling us, like, it's gonna be like on it, like, a live show isn't a pre-recorded show, it's a whole different ball game, and I'm just really excited for that. I'm really, really excited for America to now be involved. Like, we're going through this at the same time now. It's not like we do it and then you guys see later. Like, you're right there with us. People watching us are right there with us. I'm really excited for that. Obviously, I've never been on anything live before, so it's just, like, so cool to see, like, and the fact that, like, America gets to choose after, like, the playoffs, America gets to choose, like, just that interaction with I hate to say fans so early, but, like, to say fans and, like, just people at home watching, it's just, I'm really, really excited for that give and take. Working with Alicia has been great. Like, I love it. I feel like she really, really wants to connect. She really, like, for example, during my rehearsal, like, she wasn't just telling me, okay, well, you're flat here or you're sharp here or this or this. She gave me advice that met to the core of me. She's like, well, what does this song mean to you? How can you portray this emotion? How can you do this? Like, really going down to the core, because if I truly feel the song, I'm going to hit all the notes. It's not going to be sharp. It's not going to be flat. It's going to be right on key. And I feel like she's smart in the way that she gives advice and the way that she talks. It's because it's coming from a point where I want you to be better as an artist, not I want you to be able to sing this song and hit all the notes. You know what I mean? So, and I even feel like if you are trying to be perfect and there's no emotion, it's still not going to be as good as if it wasn't, like, you didn't hit every note, but there's emotion behind it. That's still a way better performance. And I feel like that's what they and Alicia keeps telling me, like, you have to get out of your mind. Like, you have to stop being a perfectionist and trying to hit every note perfectly. Just feel it. And it will come out. And that's literally what happened for Knockouts. Like, I put all that aside. I put aside trying to be perfect or worrying about notes that I was afraid to hit. Just go out there, feel the song, feel the words, and sing it, and it will come out, which is it's proven, so.
To be at this level, it's in a way surreal. I mean, you always have the highest aspirations towards furthering your career, but actually seeing that kind of manifest is a mind trip. It's a good one. You know, I'm excited to be here, and I'm eternally grateful to be here. It's such a, you know, gargantuan opportunity, and it feels amazing to work with everyone here on staff, to work even with some of the other contestants with their songs, because I play piano, so we sit in the rehearsal rooms and I pretty much play everybody's song for them on piano, and we rehearse, and we've built these kinships that I think will be everlasting, and it's just an amazing experience.
It's very
It's amazing working with Alicia. She really has a heart of compassion for art, and I think even beyond that, for people, which I think is very vital in any industry that you're in. And so there's a commonality that we all have, especially one, we're all artists and we're all sharers and singers. So there's an inset compassion that she has, and that shows so brightly through her spirit, through her approach, through her advice, through her constructive criticism, through her encouragement. And I don't think there could have been a better choice than Alicia Keys to work with on this show. Sure. She always tells the importance of owning the moment that you're in and making the song not just something to do, but making the song a part of who you are, making it more of a personal nature. And I think when you do things like that, you kind of bring a certain light to a song that's outside of just the melody and the tone and the notes and the lyrics. I think, again, that's something that's vital with connection as far as music goes in any platform that you're on. If it's personal, then that's when the compassion comes, that's when the empathy comes, because if I've gone through something that we may have a commonality and we share, then we're going to connect. And the music is just kind of the river on which the boat kind of glides. And so the short and long of that answer is she always makes sure that we have a certain sense of honesty with our music, and it makes the delivery that much better. Of course. I think all the coaches, I mean, they're at the top of their profession, so it's kind of, you sit down and you give homage where it's due, and so you kind of metaphorically take notes on everything that they say and you try to make it applicable in all that you can. It's kind of getting nutrition in a way. I mean, you eat all sorts of things, but only the nutrition is what matters. And so I've gotten advice from all four, obviously, and individually and collectively I will take and try to add what's necessary from what they've said. Well, the live rounds, it really, I think the culmination of the show is song choice. And so for the live rounds, it feels more official now because you're, in a way, you're competing, but not as much. So some of the pressure is off, but at the same token, a lot of the pressure is on. One, because it's live, and secondly, because you want to stay. And America is involved, which is a totally different beast as far as social networks goes and social media and getting people to like you and to follow you and things like that. So the strategy is, for me, honestly, it's always just another stage. And I don't mean, that's not an attempt to diminish, you know, how big this is, but for me to stay centered, I have to, it's just another stage, it's just another opportunity, and I will give it 100% like I always do anyway. Well, for me, I have the luxury of being a pianist, so I'm at home behind the piano. It could be 10 people in it, it could be 10,000 people in it. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Once I sit down, that's another appendage to me. I can sit at that piano and all the greats in the world could be there and they would still feel this is home, this is what I know, this is who I am. So for me, I don't want to say I get nervous per se. It's, for me, when I sit down, it's time to get busy, you know, and so yeah. I don't know if anything has surprised me. This is a new thing. I have some experience in television, but just how fast paced it all is one thing you have to adjust to. You have to get makeup, you have to go to wardrobe, and you have to sit, and you have to wait, and then you have to get ready. You have to do all these pre-show things and whatever your pre-show rituals are. So it's surprising to me how quickly it all goes. And I mean, this is a immensely well-run machine that NBC has with this show, and it's fast-paced, but it doesn't feel out of control. So all the preparation that goes into making a production is really kind of awe-inspiring. The biggest takeaway for me is I have such a tremendous sense of gratitude for being here, because every artist in whatever form needs a platform. And I've been blessed with a platform that no amount of money could buy. So the biggest takeaway for me is to work harder to be able to perpetuate the foundation that I've set while here, so that I may endeavor to surmount what I've done.